Hey everybody, and welcome to another edition of Where the Heck Are the Albans? And where the heck are the Albans? We are in Chicago, Illinois. More specifically, we are in the Lincoln Park area of Chicago, not too far from the Lincoln Park Zoo. But we are here for, as you could tell by the title of this vlog, the Wizard of Oz Chicago Connection. And we're going to start out at this place called Oz Park. And we're going to walk around the park a little bit and show you a few things in Oz Park. Okay, you ready to go?
Sure.
All right, let's do it. So this is beautiful Oz Park. We're going to take a quick stroll just around pretty much the perimeter of the park. That is the Emerald City Playground right there. And there's something very special right at the entrance of the Emerald City Playground. Let's go check that out. They do have this nice plaque here. It says Oz Park Playground, honoring the citizens of the land of Oz. And these are all the donors. And depending on how much you gave, you either got the Ruby Slippers, Emerald Citizens, the Wizards, or the Good Witch Glindas. But this was built in September of 1988. And they do have a nice dog park over here, so if you want to let your dogs run around, that's great. But here to welcome you to Oz Park is a statue of two very important people in the land of Oz, Dorothy and Toto. And there she is right there. So they became citizens of Oz Park in May of 2007. And there she is giving Toto looks like a nice dog treat. Dorothy and Toto. So let's venture on in to Oz Park and see who else we can find in the land of Oz. So the gates are locked right now, but in the summertime this is open. This is the Emerald City Gardens, and they also have a community garden out here. But look who stands guard of the community gardens. That would be the Scarecrow. Yes, it's kind of hard to see. Maybe I'll be able to get around on the other side here, and because the sun glare. But there is the Scarecrow. I'm gonna get on this side so the glare isn't so bad. But there's the Scarecrow, and he must have already gotten his brains because he does have his diploma there. So at the corner of Oz Park, we've got a very busy intersection of Webster Avenue, Lincoln Avenue, and Larrabee Street. But there stands a very shiny man here, the Tin Man from the Wizard of Oz. Look at him. He is just gleaming. I'm gonna take a step back. Hopefully the sun doesn't quite give us too much of a glare. But there the Tin Man stands, and he's also got his heart. I'm gonna walk around the back of him just so you can see how shiny he is with the sun gleaming down on him. He is quite impressive. Kind of a lay of the land. Emerald City Park is way over there. The Scarecrow is just right there. Tin Man is on the end of this corner over here. And we're going to walk over and see one more very important character at the other end of the park. And over by the tennis court, last but not least, is the Cowardly Lion. He became a citizen of Oz Park in June of 2001. And there he is. What a good looking guy he is. Put him up, put him up. The Cowardly Lion of Oz Park. And you can visit Oz Park. The park is open every day from 6 a.m. until 11 p.m. Don't bring any alcohol, no smoking or vaping or tobacco products allowed. And clean up after your pets. So I want to take you one more place to complete our Wizard of Oz Chicago connection. But it's about 3 miles away, so I'm going to go back to the car and we'll take a drive over and show you one more very special place. So what is the big main connection of the Wizard of Oz and the city of Chicago? Well, we are about to see where the author of L. Frank Baum lived when he wrote The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. I know he moved from New York, and he was a salesman for, I believe, a glass company. There's a sign out in front of the house, so maybe that'll tell us a little bit more history about L. Frank Baum. So, but yeah, so let's go see where he lived when he wrote The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. And now what they have done here in this neighborhood, they have made a mural. They have made a yellow brick road in front of the house that he lived in while he was here in Chicago. And I'm going to show that to you now. So the yellow brick road starts right over there towards the end of the block, comes this way, and there's this beautiful mural that says there's no place like home. And then the yellow brick road extends down this way. Don't want to show the kids, so I'm going to hold off just for 1 second. And here, right in front of his place, they do have a sign that does talk about him. L. Frank Baum, his actually first name was Lyman, or was it Lyman? I don't know. But he lived at 1667 North Humboldt Boulevard in 1899 when he wrote the most famous of his work, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. He was born in New York. He worked as an actor. In 1888, he and his wife Maud moved to the Dakota Territory, where he briefly ran a general store. Soon after, he became editor and publisher of a newspaper in Aberdeen, South Dakota. In 1891, he and his family moved to Chicago while writing for the Chicago Post. Baum worked as a traveling salesman for a glassware company and wrote books and short stories in his spare time. The success of his 7th book, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, enabled Baum to retire from his jobs and devote himself to writing full time. In 1910, the Baums moved to California. A prolific author, Baum wrote more than 60 books, including Father Goose, American Fairy Tales, Dot and Tot of Maryland, and over a dozen other Oz books. He also published works under the name Schuler Staunton, Edith Van Dyken, and Laura Bancroft. Frank Baum died in his Hollywood home, which was named Oscott, a week short of his 63rd birthday, so he did not live all that long. In 1976, a Chicago park was named to honor Frank Baum's mythical land of Oz, bordering Webster, Larrabee Streets on Chicago's north side. Oz Park serves as a lasting tribute to this imaginative man. And that's where we just were. And so here on the Yellow Brick Road, this is where he lived at 1667. And I like in their window, they says, "Home is where you park your broom." So yeah, so this was his home, and from what I understand, he wrote most of the books right behind these two windows right here, which would have been in the living room. So there it is, the L. Frank Baum house. But I love what they have done here in front of his house, putting the sign, the historical marker sign, doing the Yellow Brick Road and the mural. How absolutely fantastic. And the people that put all this together are the people that help with low income housing. And that's why the Chicago skyline is like the Emerald City, and the outskirts here is there's no place like home. And here is the gentleman that made this mural, "There's no place like home," Hector Duarte, perhaps? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. In 2020. Okay, so now you know why there is where there is a connection of the Wonderful Wizard of Oz and Chicago, and why there is an Oz Park in Lincoln Park. That's because we just saw the house of L. Frank Baum, the author, and where he wrote The Wonderful Wizard of Oz when he lived here in Chicago. And that book alone allowed him to retire. And if you've seen some, like, way back, maybe about a year ago or so, when we were in Bloomington, Illinois, we were in a cemetery and we stopped by his niece's grave.
Oh, I thought that was Louisville.
No, that wasn't Louisville. That was that's Colonel Sanders.
So many graveyards.
So little time. But we stopped in Bloomington and we saw the gravesite of his niece, and she was the inspiration for Dorothy Gale. So he was heartbroken. He was so close to his little niece, and when she passed, he decided to write a story for her, and made her the main character. So big, huge connections in Illinois with the Wizard of Oz. So, did you have fun today?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it was fun seeing everything like that. So, a little too much Dr. Pepper.
Try not to burp.
We don't need another Mount St. Becky incident. And you blow the windows out of the car. All right, so everybody, if you like what you see, as always, please give us a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe down below. Keep it safe, keep it sexy. If you want to correspond with us,
Excuse me.
you just could not hold it in, huh?
It comes out of nowhere. What do you want me to do? Explode?
That would make good film if you exploded. I don't know. Anywho's, if you want to correspond with us via our P.O. box, I'm going to leave that information down below. And hope you enjoyed what you saw today. And we will see you next time on Where the Heck Are the Albans? Bye, everyone.
Bye.